Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're peeling back the curtain on Carpenter Technology Corporation's latest report, and let's just say we might have something that is not exactly a blockbuster, but it has got its own little story to tell. Before we dive in, if you like getting these no-nonsense breakdowns of what is really going on behind the corporate jargon, make sure you are subscribed, and hey, we've got a great community discussing these things over on Discord, link is in the description. So, Carpenter Technology Corporation is putting out a report about their results for the first quarter of their fiscal year 2026. That period wrapped up at the end of September in 2025. Now, this isn't some massive overhaul or a huge surprise announcement, but understanding these quarterly updates is key to seeing how a company is really doing, day to day, or in this case, quarter to quarter. Alright, so what are we looking at here? This is a Form 8K filing, which is basically a report that companies have to file when something significant happens that shareholders might want to know about right away. In this case, the something significant is the announcement of their financial results for the quarter ending the 30th of September 2025. Carpenter Technology has issued a press release detailing these results. Now, this press release is attached as an exhibit to this filing, meaning it is part of the official record. But here is a little nuance the report points out. It is furnished as Exhibit 99.1 to this Form 8 and shall not be deemed to be filed for any purpose. What does that mean? It means they're providing the information, but for some legal or regulatory reasons, it is not being treated the same way as other parts of the report that are formally filed. Think of it like handing you a document versus officially stamping it as part of a legal proceeding. Now, this filing doesn't get into the nitty-gritty details of specific numbers on financial statements. Instead, it points us to that press release, Exhibit 99.1. So, to understand the meat of their financial performance for this quarter, we'd have to look at that separate press release. However, the very fact of this filing is the company officially communicating its performance metrics to the market. Let's imagine for a moment we're looking at that press release directly. What kind of things would a company like Carpenter Technology, a leader in specialty alloys and advanced materials, be reporting? You'd expect to see updates on their sales, how much profit they made, and maybe how their different business segments are performing. For example, they might talk about how demand is in aerospace, defense, or even medical industries, because those are big customers for specialized metal products. If they reported a strong sales increase, say a 15% jump in revenue, that could mean they're winning more contracts, or that the prices for their materials have gone up significantly. On the flip side, if sales were down, they might explain it with factors like slower customer orders or increased competition. And when we look at the shares themselves, the common stock traded under the ticker CRS on the New York Stock Exchange, this type of report directly influences how investors perceive the company's health. Positive earnings often lead to an increase in share price, while disappointing results can cause it to drop. It is a constant dance between what the company says it is doing and how the market reacts to that information. The report itself is dated the 23rd of October 2025, which aligns with the date the press release about their fiscal 2026 first quarter results was issued. This timeliness is crucial in the fast-paced world of finance. Investors want to know about performance as soon as possible to make informed decisions. And signing off on this report is Timothy Lane, the Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. This is the executive accountable for the company's financial reporting. When a CFO signs off on a filing, it is a formal declaration that the information presented is accurate to the best of their knowledge. So, what is the story here? Primarily, this filing serves as a formal notification to the public and regulators that Carpenter Technology has released its quarterly financial update. It is not a filing packed with dramatic disclosures or immediate operational changes being detailed within this 8K itself. Instead, it points us to the press release for the actual financial figures and narratives. The significance lies in the regularity and transparency of these reports. Companies are expected to share their performance, and this 8K is Carpenter Technology fulfilling that obligation, directing us to where the detailed financial news can be found. Now, looking at this from a broader perspective, Carpenter Technology operates in a world where material science and advanced manufacturing are increasingly critical. Their ability to produce high-performance alloys means they are a supplier to industries that require exceptional durability, strength, and resistance to extreme conditions. Think about the jets we fly on, the medical implants that save lives, or the high-tech equipment used in various industrial applications. If Carpenter is reporting strong results, it suggests these key sectors are robust, and they are successfully meeting the demand from these vital industries. Conversely, any weakness might signal a slowdown in these crucial markets or challenges in their own production or sales efforts. The strategic direction for a company like Carpenter Technology often involves innovation in material science, expanding into new applications, or improving their manufacturing efficiency, their quarterly reports. Even if just summarized in an attached press release, give us a peek into whether these strategies are translating into positive financial outcomes. Are they growing their revenue? Are they managing their costs effectively to maintain or increase profitability? These are the fundamental questions that these quarterly updates help us answer. In terms of risks, a company like Carpenter might face challenges such as fluctuations in raw material prices, global supply chain disruptions, or intense competition from other producers of specialty metals. Economic downturns in key customer industries can also significantly impact their business. Opportunities might include emerging technologies that require new types of advanced materials, or government investments in infrastructure and defense that boost demand for their products. Ultimately, this filing is a piece of the larger puzzle for understanding Carpenter Technology. It's a signal that they've provided their most recent financial update, and the details are available in the accompanying press release. It's about the ongoing transparency required by the Securities and Exchange Commission, ensuring that investors have access to critical information impacting the company's value. So, what is my take on this? This particular filing is more of a conduit to information rather than a treasure trove of data itself. It confirms that the financial story for the quarter is out there in the press release. For investors, the next logical step is to dissect that press release. Are the numbers in it showing growth, stability, or decline? Are the explanations for those numbers plausible? And do they align with what we know about the industries Carpenter serves? Without digging into the press release, this 8K is just the cover of a book. The strength of Carpenter Technology will ultimately be determined by its ability to innovate, maintain its competitive edge in specialty materials, and navigate economic cycles effectively. This report is a data point in that ongoing narrative. A clear conclusion from this specific filing is that the company is communicating its performance. And the onus is now on the market to analyze the details of that communication. Alright, that is our quick decode of this Carpenter Technology filing. What are your thoughts on these types of reports, and what do you look for when a company issues its quarterly results? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. Don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.